Well, hello again, everyone. This is Phil Kilcrease coming to you, along with Josh Cisar of Tidbit Mobile. You have this app that you developed, and it is starting to gain legs. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so Tidbit is an app that provides notifications to the platform, subscription to a page for a business, for a team, business, or organization. So they can send one-way notifications to anyone who subscribes to their page.
So
anyone can build a page and create an account so that they can send notifications for whatever they need to do as a one-way tool.
Cool. So basically, it's push notifications to a phone after you subscribe to the page. Is that right?
That's exactly correct. And there's control on both ends. So normal push notifications right now, you have to build your own app in order to be able to send those. We wanted to build an app where anyone can send a push notification without building and designing their own app, and users had control of what they received from something they subscribed to, so they can subscribe and receive notifications once a week, twice a day, every day of the week, whatever they needed.
That's pretty dang great. I do know of a few places that I've worked for or with in the past that how do we get more people into a tournament? How do we let people know? Because emails, they're only so effective, and a lot of those either go into the promotions tab for Google or get marked as spam, even if they want to be seen. So that sounds like you solved that with the subscription model. How did this initially come about?
So I worked for my parents at our drive-in movie theater in Fort Collins, Colorado for the last 5 years. We've owned it for a little over 30.
At a drive, you're part of a drive-in theater. That's awesome. Go on, keep going.
Yeah, pretty cool little piece of Americana. And we really needed some way to reach all of our customers each week because we changed what we play every week. So we were trying to find a way that was effective, a little bit more effective than just putting it on social media websites. We had a phone line. We do pretty much everything, right? We wanted to be able to reach everyone right away. And what we wanted was an app. We wanted to be able to say, this is what's playing each week with a push notification via an app. Looking into that costs quite a bit of money to develop your own app. And it's pretty simple. And how many people are going to download an app for each small business that they go to?
Yep.
So we ended up actually finding a better way to develop our own app because it needed to be done. We just took the money and went with it, trying to do research and development, built the app for the drive-in as a mock-up for one page in an app like Tidbit, and realized over 2,000 people downloaded the app that summer for the drive-in alone.
Cool.
So we thought that was a great show of the concept. Let's go ahead and start working on this bigger project, Tidbit as a whole. After that, we went through some growing pains, a little bit different than building just one page of an app. But I really found how much it could affect what we were doing when I started using it at the University of Utah's rugby team. We had so much trouble communicating with all the players that what was happening that week, whether it was practice, whether it was what to bring on a team trip. No one checks their email every day on a team like that.
Okay.
So we found that Tidbit actually helped the team right away. So we decided from that point on that teams was going to be a little bit of our focus for the moment. And we've seen quite a bit of success from that.
That's pretty dang rad. So how does that work exactly? If I'm wanting to, say I have a page for Phil is a guy, facebook.com/tidbit, however the page is formatted, do I just go to my page and post that? Can I do it from my phone? How does that work?
Yeah, so you can push a tidbit from either the web or the app. So opening the app is simple. You tap the TB in the corner, right? And send it out to whoever is subscribed to your page. You can channel it out. So say you want to send something to 10 people that you selected or 10 people that select it. You can channel out, this is what's going to people who like brownies. This is what's going to people who like cupcakes.
Oh, so you can even segment within your page subscriptions.
Yes.
Awesome. I like it. Yeah. Just this thing keeps getting cooler and cooler. So how did you stumble upon that? Was that a recent development, or was that for the movie theater? Like some people wanted horror, other people wanted family movies. How did that come about?
Yeah, that kind of came about from the movie theater aspect. Being a small business owner, we just really understood what the small business owner needs. And there's obvious customer feedback when you do something and it's wrong, and when you do something and they like it. So with a small business, we realized people wanted to know only what they wanted to know. So if they wanted to know about our kids' movies during the summer and they could care less about anything rated R, we'll set it up so you only know about the kids' movies, and the rated R movies don't even show up for you. So that's where the channel's idea came from, and kind of been developing from there, learning more about how that works in a broader aspect, more universal, so that a team can use the same function as a business can. That way, not only is it for just the drive-in movie theater, it can be for anyone.
So, just out of curiosity, this is a little bit of a tangent. What kind of tagging, if any, would you use for the team? Say, for football, would it just be only the kicker team or special teams, that kind of thing, or would it? How would that be used for rugby?
That's a good question. So for rugby, right, we have a 15th team, which is pretty much the entire team. It's all 43 guys travel and play rugby on the 15th team. Then there's a 7th team, which is a 12-man roster. So that 7th team will travel maybe 5 times a year. And those 12 players are the only ones that are on the trip. We could be in a different time zone. For instance, we were at the Collegiate Rugby Championship in May of last year. And we needed to only talk to those 12 players and the coach that was with us at 6 a.m. Philadelphia time, Utah time. So channels helped us delineate only those 12 players and not bug the other 35 guys.
Very cool. So, even use within. Has there been any thought about possibly having this as a push notification for within a business as well, just for internal team communications?
Yeah, we actually used it for our employees at the drive-in as well. We've created just a separate page and had the employees all subscribe to it. And we have about 30 employees, and they're all from 16 to 25 years old. So they loved it because we use other apps for our business scheduling. But when something changes and we want to let everyone know right away, it made it really easy. Like if it rained out, send everyone a tidbit. Yeah. Tonight we're closed.
Super cool.
That is definitely something we're looking at as well.
That is phenomenal. It sounds like you have had even just with it being the drive-in app, there was already a fairly rapid prototyping and development cycle. Was there anything kind of surprising to you as this started growing into actual Tidbit and its development?
Yeah, we've learned a lot about how users interact with your app, how they your first touch with a user is key. And the big concept that we have to get over is push notifications are not familiar to a lot of people. Most people don't have their own app, so they haven't interacted sending a push notification. They've received them from pretty much anything, Facebook, Twitter, right? Any of that. Sending a push notification is a little bit different. It's not a text message, so there's a little bit of training that goes into that. We definitely have, our main goal has been to make the push notification process easier. So normal creating an app, building it, installing push notifications, everything like that. I went through that myself, low to mid-level technology understanding, and I had a struggle myself. The target demographic probably has less understanding for that back end because it's pretty in depth. So lowering that barrier to entry was definitely our main goal.
And that was the
other goal was.
Oh, what was your other goal?
The other goal was to make it so that every user felt like they had control, because everyone has too many emails, everyone has too many text messages, everyone gets too many notifications. So you don't want Tidbit being the information that you need to become information that you don't want. So giving that user total control of what they get and how often they receive a notification was really important to us. And we found that users really enjoy that.
Excellent. So you've already come quite a bit in developing Tidbit, from just its humble origins at an awesome drive-in theater, OMG, to in-team usage, other small businesses, and even possible in-business applications as well, like business team communication. What have you felt you might be able to share that you've learned with other entrepreneurs that are coming up behind you?
Yeah, I think one of the big things that I've learned is start doing faster than thinking and reading and everything. That stuff is great, and don't stop doing that. But one of our big setbacks probably has been that we felt like we weren't ready for so long, when we could have been learning a lot more with a few small tests, right? A few small experiments with different segments.
Yeah.
And grow in those. And you'll really, then the reading and everything that you learn from the experts will help you understand what your experiment has taught you. So if you don't go out and try anything for yourself, then you'll never really actually learn it. So
and
that would be my.
You hit it on pretty well too. Keep the early experiments small and inexpensive and fast. That is phenomenal advice.
Right.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Josh. Where can people find your app?
Yeah, so the name is Tidbit in both the App Store and the Google Play Store. And tidbitmobile.com is our website. You can go there for more details about the app and what creating a page looks like.
Excellent. Well, we will get those posted as well on the page. And thank you so much for your time.
Great.
And thanks so much, everyone, for watching this Founder Story with Josh Cisar. We will catch you all next time.
Thank you, Phil.
Excellent.